Start your tune. Virgin Massachusetts Festival of Life, Mr. Ben Velde.
Evening, we all well?
Yay!
Nice to see you all. Hello, Samuel number 2, Samuel number 1. Yeah, Josh, the look in your eyes as you looked across at Dave and just thought, that could be my future. I mean, Alfie's not wrong. Like, I'm a relatively young human being, but you four look like you were designed by Fisher-Price. It is adorable. It's cute. Do you all kind of like lock together like a transformer into a proper man? It's adorable. I mean, like I say, I can't really have a go at people looking young, because I know some of you are looking at me going, why is the annoying child from Outnumbered doing stand-up? It's the way I'm made, Josh. I'm a little hairy man. When I get naked for my fiancée, I look like an Ewok Chippendale. It's not pretty. It's because I'm a mixed race person. Yeah. That's clearly the immigration dog has found me, which is why it's hairy. Fucking hell, there really is a UKIP meeting. It's hairy. I know around here mixed race means your mum's from Biker and your dad's from Elsick. But I'm proper mixed race because I'm Geordie and I'm Jewish. Yeah, I'm a Jew Geordie, which is the opposite of a Judge Judy. Any Jews in? It's not Munich in 1958. I'm not going to pull off this wig to find a flaming swastika underneath. There was a beautiful moment when I asked the any Jews question where I felt all the attention go on this man here and was thinking,
I'm an unorthodox Jew.
You're an unorthodox Jew. You are breathtakingly unorthodox. That is not what was required, my friend. I appear to have activated the angriest man in the room. What's your name, buddy?
Chili.
So, is it Chili?
Yeah.
Right. Did you sting your mum on the way out in that case? You know, like, I'd say, Chili, he's a hefty fucker. You look like the kind of man who ejaculates hammers. Josh, you look like you ejaculate staples, but there we are, that's where we're at. So I'm very, very, very proud of my Jewish grandparents. Chili, 1938, no, this isn't a conversation, don't worry. No, my grandparents, they ran away from Hitler because running towards him, terrible idea. And they moved to Newcastle, and I reckon they moved here because it's such a friendly accent, the Geordie accent. Like, everything sounds friendly in a Geordie accent, like the word swastika. Sounds like something that used to be a sticker. No? Illnesses sound nice in a Geordie accent, words like tuberculosis. Oh, that's a holiday destination right there, isn't it? Right down in the holidays, tuberculosis. It's right next to emphysema. But there's confusing things about being Jewish. There's confusing things that I used to get kids at school asking me questions. We had rumours about Jews, like the rumour that Jews have sex through a hole in a sheet. You might have heard that before. It's quite a weird one. I can never understand the practicality. Like, do I have to get myself risen to fruition and then throw the sheet over myself and then chase the missus around the room like a horrifying episode of Scooby-Doo? If she does an orgasm, I go, oh, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids. Oh, no. But I'm trying to work out what kind of Jew I am. Like, in one way, I'm not a very good Jew because I don't believe in God. And if you want to believe in God, that's fine. And if you don't want to believe in God, that's correct. Round of applause from the nihilist Nazi table for some reason there. Finally, we found the way. You are fucking loving that gesture, my friends. I don't know, maybe you're just doing the sheer celebration for yourself every time. But I tried to work out whether I was good or bad. One of my mates put me on Facebook going, I'm looking for someone to do comedy for kids. A gig, and I emailed her back, Rachel, I'd love to do it. And then she said, oh Ben, I'd love you to do this gig. But the thing is, because I'm Jewish and you're Jewish, and this gig is at a synagogue on a Jewish high holy day, I can't in good conscience employ you. So I sent her a message back going, well, the thing is, Rachel, technically I'm not Jewish because my mum's not Jewish. That, my friends, was a lie. Then I thought, well, what could be more you're Jewish than pretending not to be Jewish in order to make some money out of some other Jews. My celebratory bacon bagel did not taste good that day, my friends. There we are. There we are. I'm also not a good Jew because I'm going to be marrying a non-Jewish girl. She's Scottish. She's quite posh, and you can tell because she likes deep-fried Ferrero Rocher. But we've been living together for 4 years now. She's got me well house-trained. Got me very well house-trained. Like, I always put down the toilet seat after I've used it. Still drink from the bowl, though, but, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And she's going to live in Camden Town in North London. You guys know Camden? Yeah, no, it's cracking. If you've not been, it's like the countercultural capital. You get all sorts of wildlife there. You get punks, you get hippies, and you get goths. Oh, I love a good goth, Newcastle. Yeah, because a goth doing anything other than be a goth is innately funny. I was walking down by the canal 2 mornings ago and I saw some goths fishing. Just looking like the saddest garden gnome in the world. Went up the chief goth, what are you using as bait? Misery. I like to take my missus away, show her a good time, take her a nice place, took her to this lovely place with a bread and breakfast in it recently in Buckinghamshire. Had the best name in the world, this tiny little village called Godmanchester. Godmanchester, sounds like they're pissed off with somewhere else on the map, doesn't it? Godmanchester, twinned with, for fuck's sake, Liverpool. And we went into Cambridge for the day, and we were chatting to the landlord of the pub, and he said, where do you live? He said, we live in North London. Lots of knife crime in North London. Well, yeah, it's a little bit tasty, but not as much knife crime as we have here in Cambridge. You don't have knife crime in Cambridge, my friend. You have jousting. Not going to be lectured on knife crime if somebody's blood type is foie gras. That's just not going to happen. We have a lovely time going up to our room at night, we're just falling asleep, and the worst thing in the world happened. The couple in the room next to us started to have sex. Yeah, horrible. Can you hear anything vocal? All I can hear was the thump of the bed against the wall, and it made this noise. And I thought, are you having sex to the theme tune from Doctor Who? And I wasn't sure, but after a while, the girl really got into it, and she went, ooh, it's when a man got into character and started going, inseminate. I thought that is just... But I like to tell you, Mrs. Wade in nice places. You're doing this job, sometimes it's not all beautiful cities like Newcastle and cracking clubs. I did a gig recently in a place called Chessington, which is not the world of adventures they advertise it to be. I was told by the landlord, who Chile reminds me of in almost every way. They'll be rough and rowdy but friendly. Rough and rowdy but friendly. Came out, was having a lovely time, and from the back of the room, someone heckled with a Jimmy Savile joke. At which point, the landlord's wife glassed him. Yeah, new pair of pants for Frodo here, I can fucking tell you. And it would have been disastrous if the ensuing melee wasn't broken up by a security guard using the words, now then, now then. So I've got to try and be in... It's like, what was that? It's very sweet of you to bring your own jokes, Dave. But I think probably inside voice is required for now. That's what I mean, are you Chili's pet? Does he keep you in a cage and just poke you with sticks? How do you know Chili? He's your future son-in-law. Sorry, that should have stayed in my head, that noise, didn't it? That's really right, is that genuinely true? Actually, Chili, I've just realised what you look like. Can you stand up for me, my friend? Stand on the chair. No, I don't need to loo more than you. Oh, fucking hell, he unfurls, doesn't he? Yeah, Chili looks like a really fucking hard Dara O'Brien, doesn't he? That's terrifying. Do you like it? Like, you can definitely sit down now. I'm just gonna keep this here as protection. What the fuck's that all about? Yeah. So no, I want to try and be I want to try and be like a proper man. Like you strike me as a proper man. Because my missus wants me to be a proper man. Because we're gonna have kids soon, and I can't do any proper man things. I'm 31 years old. Don't know how to wire a plug. My dad recently taught me how to wire a plug. We tried to. He went, right, Ben. It's very simple. There's 3 wires. This one's earth. What are the other 2? I don't know. Wind and fire. I can't ride a bike. Cannot ride a bike. I've got all the balance of a Daily Mail article on immigration. And the last time I tried to ride a bike, my mate took me to the top of the hill and went, right then, off you go, freewheel. And off I went, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour until I realised I don't know how brakes work. And apparently furiously ringing the bell doesn't help at all. And I panicked, slammed on the brakes, flew over the handlebars and scraped all the flesh from the palms of my hands. And no, it looked like I just wanked off the Tin Man. It was fucking grim. And so but my missus wants, you know, she wants to procreate with me as well, because loads of my friends are doing that. I'll get phone calls from people going, oh, Ben just had little James, 6 pounds, 5 ounces. Why are you telling me the weight of a stranger? It's the only time it happens, they'll ring you up and go, Ben, what's wrong? It's me, Aunt Margaret. She's passed away. 12 stone 3. I mean, well, at least we'll know how long the cremation's going to take. That's the important. Because my missus is afraid of childbirth, understandably. She's decided doesn't want to give birth to live young like a mammal. She wants to give birth to an egg. It sounds a good idea, ladies, because you don't have to carry it around, but it won't work, so I challenge any man to come downstairs with a raging hangover, look at his future child incubating in the nest and not think, fry up. Who's going to be daddy's little omelette? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because I can't do the most basic damn things. Like I'm rubbish at drinking beer. I hate the taste. I drink strawberry beer and raspberry beer, which is fine when I'm drinking it, but the story the next day is not as good, because you might go out chilly and your mates might go, how was it? Oh, cracking. I had 12 pints of Stella, woke up in a skip. What a fucking legend. What about you, Ben? I had 12 pints of strawberry beer, woke up in the Women's Institute baking a flan. And my missus, she likes rubbish booze, she likes gin. Yeah, I'm afraid you're all wrong, cheering people. Gin is basically the tears of a divorcee distilled through a filing cabinet. It's not a happy drink, is it, gin? All goes, oh, you're engaged. A round of gins for everyone. And there's no ceremony around it. Well, you don't get like a shamrock in the top of Guinness. You can't go like salt, tequila, lime. Can't do that with gin, can you? You'd have to go salt, gin, razor blade. It's the only way. And its nickname, you know gin's nickname? Mother's Ruin. You're not going to go to the bar and ask for a mother's ruin, are you? That's what you ring up social services about. That's like going to the bar and asking for a domestic violence and lemonade. No, well, they just end up with a Stella Shandy then, to be honest with you. But the thing is, because I'm not a boozer, I'm a pothead. I'm a pothead. Well, it's remarkable energy from the potheads there. My warning to you, never buy weed in Camden, because they do terrible things. In order for weed to be potent, it's got to be covered in tiny little crystals of tetrahydrocannabinol. That's what gets you high. Dealers in Camden do a horrible thing to make it look potent. They cover it in fiberglass. Yeah, but my mate Dave, who warned me about it, got it all wrong, said, Ben, he got a job for the weed. It's covered in fibre optics. Which sounds tremendous. Smoke a spliff, get free broadband. If you spun out in the corner, what's wrong with Ben? I'm just buffering. Be with you in 2 minutes, 1 minute, 9 minutes. Connection lost. You gotta find fun games to play when you're high as well. Like this is one you can all take home. When I'm a little bit high on my own, I like to get a marker pen and write Roman numerals on my belly, and then try and get a stiffy so I can turn my cock into a sundial. And we're not sure about this now, but I guarantee at least 48% of this room will go home and try that. And the other 52% will walk in and go, what are you doing? Oh no! I once, at a friend's house, tried to persuade him to let me recreate Olympic curling using a shiny floor broom and some guinea pigs, but he wouldn't let me do it. Would not let me do it. And I'm amazed, like, because of this fucking man-child, I'm amazed my missus is still willing to be with me, because like, love hasn't always worked out good for me. It really hasn't worked out good for me. Like, I remember the very first time I sent a Valentine's card, right, because I fell head over heels in love with a little Jamaican girl in my primary school. I thought she was beautiful. So I'm going to hand-deliver a Valentine's card with 3 kisses at the bottom. Thing is, I was a little kid, I didn't know how kisses worked. I thought, why do we use the letter X for a kiss when the letter K clearly makes a lot more sense? It's alright, I hid my identity with a pillowcase, it was absolutely fine. Come on, UKIP room, you know, you love that. You've got to be careful talking about race. I saw this chap on the telly talking about Barack Obama. He said, oh, there's Barack Obama, he's a phenomenon. Not because he's the first black president, but but because this is the first black family in the White House. Thought you've never watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, have you? But like I said, and I'll leave you guys with this, I'm amazed I'm still together with my missus. Amazed, because the first time we got together, things went a little bit wrong. I'm sure, all the men in the room will agree. The first time you get together with a woman in the bedroom, it's a little bit like a job interview, isn't it? Like, you want to leave a good first impression. And I think I did very well. In a brief survey after the event, 50% of the people involved described themselves as satisfied. And we were in this beautiful post-coital clinch. Our eyes were locked together and our genitalia was also locked together. My naked mole rat was nuzzling inside her warm burrow. Fuck you, Newcastle, that's poetry. Well, my missus did something I will never forgive her for. She looked me romantically in the eyes and she sneezed. And she fired my little man out of her in what can best be described as a vaginal Heimlich manoeuvre. No. The thing is, as we all know from science, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So she fired my little man over at a rate of knots. I headbutted her in the face. Luckily, she is Scottish, and that is how they mate. Ladies and gentlemen, the stand, you've got a proper belt and bill ahead of you. You've been a delight to talk to. I mean, Ben Vanderbilt, thanks for listening.
Fill in these, it's your little admit one forms, and you could win a prize. When you fill them in, pop them in my leopard skin muff, which is at the end. That's not a joke, there is one at the end of the bar. It's not a euphemism for anything. There is a little prize draw to be had, and we'll settling them down, Nathan. So it's the word muff, wasn't it? I know. So pop them in there, friends, and we'll have a break, and on your way to the bar, stand once more. Ben!